All right, everyone, get ready, because today we are diving headfirst into the magical beginning of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And listen, because this is your very first time, we're going to uncover all those little things, those hidden gems that make this story so amazing.
You know, it's really incredible how much Rowling she packs into these first few chapters. It's like she's setting up the whole series right from the start.
Seriously. Even before Hagrid shows up, even before then, we get these hints of magic, right? It's like it's creeping into the Dursleys' boring, ordinary world.
It's true.
Think about the owls. They're not just delivering mail, you know. They're freaking out Mr. Dursley, and perfect timing, right? Because he works at a troll factory.
Yeah.
It's like Rowling showing us right away this clash between the normal and the magical. What do you think?
Absolutely. It's this subtle way that magic sort of peeks in that throws you off balance. Like something big is about to happen, you can just feel it. And then, bam! Dumbledore shows up and uses magic just to turn off the lights on Privet Drive.
No, that moment gives me chills every time. It's not just about the lights going out, is it? It's like this peek into how powerful Dumbledore really is.
Exactly. Don't mess with him, right? And then you've got all those whispers, people on the street talking about strange things happening. It's like the whole world knows something magical is going on, but nobody knows what it is yet.
Okay, but we have to talk about Hagrid. He comes in like a hurricane, breaking down the door. And once he arrives, everything changes.
Oh, he is a force of nature. There's no doubt about that.
For sure.
And, you know, he might not be the best at keeping secrets. He drops some major truth bombs in these chapters, like boom, boom, boom.
He really does.
Yeah.
Like, Harry's a wizard. Oh, and by the way, here's the deal about your parents. Voldemort, Gringotts. It's almost too much to handle.
Right. It is a lot to take in, isn't it? But I think it's interesting, Hagrid's, his tendency to just let things slip. It's almost like he can't help but give us these little glimpses into a much bigger, much more dangerous world that Harry is about to enter.
I never thought about it that way.
Like when he talks about wanting a dragon. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's foreshadowing, my friend.
Oh, totally. And that's what makes these first chapters so good, you know? Rowling, she mixes this wonder of magic with this feeling that something dangerous is hidden underneath.
It's brilliant. We're hooked right away. We want to know about Harry's parents, about Voldemort, about this whole hidden world he's never even known about.
It's true.
It's like we're standing at the edge of a dark forest, and Hagrid's just shown us a few amazing creatures, but he's also told us, hey, watch out for what else might be out there.
I like that. And then, bam, it's like the Dursleys just disappear, and we're in Diagon Alley. Talk about a change,
Really?
right? This place is bursting with magic.
Totally. You know, for Harry, it represents freedom. He can finally be himself, surrounded by magic and people who get it.
It's true. And Rowling's descriptions, they're so vivid. You can practically hear those owls, smell all the crazy stuff in that apothecary. You can feel the energy of the crowds.
It's a sensory overload in the best way possible. Even the names of those shops, like Flourish and Blots, Ollivanders, they just scream magic, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah.
And then there's Gringotts. I mean, this is where Harry sees his inheritance for the first time.
Right, and it's more than just money, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's his legacy. It's his connection to his parents, to their world. Remember how she describes the goblins?
Oh, they're intense.
They are. Secretive, protective of those vaults. Makes you wonder what else is hidden down there.
Right, like what else is down there? And speaking of hidden, we can't forget about that break-in at Gringotts. On Harry's birthday, no less.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it? Like, what are the chances? But we know it's not a coincidence, right?
Not at all.
Exactly. And then Hagrid, being all secretive, taking that package from the same vault that gets broken into later. So many questions.
Seriously, what was in that thing? Why wouldn't he just say?
Exactly.
It's like this little puzzle piece that's missing.
And that's what keeps us reading. It's like, okay, what's going on here?
For sure.
Yeah.
Rowling is dropping these hints, these little breadcrumbs, and we're just trying to keep up.
It's masterful. Wonder, excitement, but also this underlying mystery. Danger, even.
Absolutely. And just when we think things can't get any more magical, we're whisked away on the Hogwarts Express.
Another great transition.
Right.
That train journey, it's not just about getting to Hogwarts. It's like a mini wizarding world in itself.
And we meet Ron.
Yes. And Harry's making his first real friends.
That first meeting, it's priceless.
Yeah.
You just know they're going to be best friends.
Oh, absolutely. And you can already see Ron's insecurities, right? Comparing himself to his brothers, worried about measuring up.
Yeah.
Classic younger sibling, am I right?
The best. And then there's Hermione. A little bit of a know-it-all maybe,
Maybe just a little bit.
but you can tell she's going to be an amazing friend.
Oh, for sure. That love of books, that brain, she's going to be essential to the group. You just wait.
And can we talk about the food trolley for a sec?
Yes.
It's a small detail, but it says so much about Harry's life with the Dursleys.
It really does. That pure joy he feels, being able to eat as much as he wants, it just breaks your heart a little.
It does.
It highlights how much he's been deprived, And now, here's Hogwarts, this place of abundance.
It's like he's never had enough of anything, and now suddenly there's everything.
Exactly. It's this amazing contrast. Rowling's good at that.
And then it's time. The sorting ceremony. I mean, even before you open the book, you just know the Hogwarts houses, right? They're a huge deal.
It's true. It's way more than just picking where you sleep and go to class. The hat, it's not just looking at your personality,
Yeah.
It's like it sees your potential, what you value.
Right.
And remember what McGonagall says, this house, it becomes your family.
Ooh. And that makes you think about Harry even more, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
He's wanted a family his whole life, but with the Dursleys, it's always been about what he's not who he is.
Exactly. So when that hat's taking its sweet time trying to figure Harry out, it's like, the tension. Will he even belong anywhere, let alone, Hogwarts?
Oh, I know. And the way Rowling describes the other kids, watching him, whispering about Slytherin, because like our own fears about fitting in,
Oh, yeah. We've all been there.
Then, boom, Gryffindor. It's such a relief, not just for Harry, but
Yeah.
it means we get to choose our own way, even if our past tries to hold us back.
Yes. Powerful stuff.
Every time I get chills, and then that feast. Not just about the food, right? It's like this big message from Hogwarts, like, welcome, we've got plenty. Especially after the Dursleys being so stingy.
Oh, totally. It's symbolic, isn't it? Nourishing more than just their bellies. It's Hogwarts giving Harry what he's always needed. Warmth, generosity, belonging. Things he never got.
It's true. And as if it couldn't get any more magical, we meet the ghosts. Nearly headless Nick, the Bloody Baron. Suddenly Hogwarts feels ancient, like it's got all these stories.
And it just makes magic normal, like ghosts. No big deal, just part of life at Hogwarts. Rowling's so good at mixing the everyday with the extraordinary.
The best. Oh, and that ending. Dumbledore talking about the third floor corridor being off limits. Talk about a cliffhanger.
Classic Rowling. Gets you every time. She lays down the rules, then boom, hints at something you're not supposed to see. And of course, you have to know more.
It's true. Well, as we wrap up our deep dive here, what are some key things you hope our listener will keep in mind as they keep reading?
Okay, so first, pay attention. Rowling, she's always dropping hints, little details that seem small but mean something later. Foreshadowing.
Like when Hagrid accidentally mentions the dragon.
Exactly. And second, remember that every character, even the ones who seem kind of unimportant, they all have a part to play. Don't underestimate anyone. And finally, don't be afraid to ask questions. Make connections. That's the beauty of these books. They make you think, they pull you in.
This has been so much fun. Thank you for geeking out with us about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And remember, this is just the beginning, everyone. There's a whole magical world out there waiting to be discovered. Keep your wands at the ready, and we'll see you next time for another magical deep dive.